Hello everybody, my name is Andrew. I'm here with Adventurous OJ, and today I'm going to be installing the BROADDICT side shower curtain. So today, it's fairly simple install. The quality of this is really nice. It comes in one package, one zipper. It's a weather lined bag, so it's pretty nice there. And then we also have all the mounting brackets and hardware to mount it to the OEM roof rack. So that's the one thing that I like about this is I didn't want to go out and look for a new roof rack right now, and I was looking for an easy solution to mount to the existing rack that I had. So we'll get started on this. All right, so first we'll go over what they gave us in the packet, what's included with the kit. So we have our 4 stakes to run it into the ground for when we actually do open the shower curtain. We have the 2 mounting brackets and the extension arms for the shower itself, for the curtain itself. And then we have the 2 clamps that are going to go on top of those brackets to mount it to the rack. They gave us all the hardware we'll need. So all you're going to need is 2 10mm sockets or wrenches. I prefer wrenches, a little easier to work with for myself. And then maybe a ladder to get up. I don't know. Anyways, let's go over. So let's take a look at this. So the curtain itself is enclosed inside of a weather protective case. So we'll end up going through that a little bit more. It's got this nice little aluminum backing, nice, easy, lightweight. So what we're gonna do first is we actually need to take 4 of our screws, and we're just gonna open up this side and slide these 4 screws right in. All right, so these screws are gonna help us mount this to the actual bracket later. All right, nice and easy. All right, so once those screws are in there, you can kind of move them around, move them to the position that you like. All right. There's actually a spot on both sides of the curtain, so you can come in from both sides. You can go from one or the other. All right. Once those are on, so I'm just gonna flip this around real quick. All right. So you're gonna want, of course, the zipper on the bottom. All right. Make it easy to open. That's how it's gonna be opening. And then there's 2 ways you can do this. You can either mount the bracket to this now, or we could mount it up when we get to the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and personally, I prefer mounting the brackets to the car and then the side shower. So as you can see, I already have put 1 bracket on. We're gonna installing the other bracket again. So I have the 2-door Bronco. So what I'm gonna do is I'm aiming towards the front of the car, just to make sure that I have enough clearance for the wheel. With the 4-door, you can go either front, back door, or like between the middle. It's kind of up to you wherever you want to place this. The one nice thing is the mounting arms have 4 holes so that you can kind of have a little bit of adjustment. So if you want it to sit a little bit closer, depending on the rack you have, or if you need that extra distance, you can pull it forward more. All right, so really quickly, the nice bracket actually kind of contours to the shape of the OEM roof rack. So what we'll do is we'll install this arm there. So what I like to do is kind of just put the underneath, drop the bolt in, and then with that bottom hand just holding that nut, we'll install this screw. All right, so I'll do the front one first. Then I'll come to the back, do something very similar. So hold that underneath, align it, grab the bolt, and screw it right. Alright, so I'll run it down by hand as much as I can, alright, until it seems kind of secure. I'll check the front one, and then I'll grab, again, it's going to be 2 10mm. So I know 10mm, we're always losing them. So the one nice thing is they're both the same size. so it doesn't matter which way you go. I prefer ratcheting. So kind of just clamp that in, make sure it's nice and tight. Don't want that thing slipping or moving around while you're driving, right? Once they're tight, you'll be able to move them around later. If you want to loosen them and readjust, it's pretty easy, right? You're just going to loosen the 2 bolts on each side and be able to shift them now that they're up there. All right, now to actually install the shower, right? Again, I said I'm going to be aiming a little bit forward, so my brackets are going to be a little bit more set back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to align. I'm going to try to get them as best as I can right now. Right, kind of just aligning these bolts, the screws, bolts to the bracket, and just kind of put them in, right? Nice, simple, right? So once you have everything aligned, just gonna push that right in. And while you're holding it up there, you're just gonna put in your screws. Nice little nuts. One good thing is those bolts are pretty flush right to it, so they won't really move around or turn on you while you're installing these. Right, so once I have those kind of in there, I'm just gonna grab my socket, my wrench, and once they're tight by hand, come in and just make sure I tighten those down. So again, once you have it in a position that you like, as you noticed, before I tighten this down, I can kind of move it, shift it around, and then also there's a little bit of play in there, so we can just kind of level it or just make sure it's straight, kind of up to you. So I mean, once you put it down, so once this is there on, and we drop the curtain, you'll see we'll be able to adjust it. Make sure it's nice and snug. So again, like I said, for me, it's a little bit more shifted forward. You'd probably better to have it a little bit more aligned. If I was to remove my front crossbar, it'd be a lot easier. I'd move this forward and I'd have a lot more stability up on the front end of this. But it's still acceptable how it is. You'll just get a little bit of rattle, but nothing nothing to be too worried about. And then again, you can just tighten as you need to any of the bolts and hardware. So. All right, so once the side shower curtain's installed, right, it's just pretty simple. So we're just gonna undo your 2 zippers, and as you can see, it's nicely rolled up in there, and all it's held in. So you got 2 nice little Velcro straps. We'll just undo those Velcro straps, and as you can see, the curtain will just come right down. So once you have that up there, pretty simple. We'll do one more strap. One side will come out, and then the other side. So once you have it up, you'll see there's these 2 brackets on each side. Try to hold that there, and you're just gonna pull them until they lace and lock in. Right, so now that's locked in on that side. We'll go over to the other side. And we'll lock that one out. So now, as you can see, the shower curtain is installed. It's actually up. We'll just have to go through and adjust. So now what we're gonna do is basically we're gonna go around and we're gonna adjust all the straps just to make sure it's nice and leveled and adjusted. As you can see, there's a little bit of slag to it, but that's okay, because really you don't want to be using this at high winds. So there's a little bit of movement, but you really won't want to be using this with high winds. So we're just going to go around and we're going to adjust these straps just to kind of level it out. And then again, those stakes that were included are just to stake it right into the ground. So once you have the top adjusted kind of roughly where you want it, we're going to come down and we're just going to stake in the bottom just to help us level this whole thing out. So we'll do that to all 4 spots and then we'll come right back. Now, once the shower is up, as you can see, and everything's leveled out, it kind of sits pretty nicely up there. Again, just go around, readjust as you need to. But it sits pretty nicely, actually. Oh, sorry about the glare. Come around to the other side. It sits really nice, just out on the side of the car. And there you have it. So now that's installed. The zipper location on this one right now is over on the side. Just open that and you can step right in. All right, so it's really nice. Once you have it, you can kind of adjust everything else as you need to. All right, so adjust the back straps. And nice is I have access to my window, right? If I need it. This is how it's set up right now. Really nice. I do like it. So pretty roomy, actually. I mean, I'm by myself. There's plenty of room to move around, and it's adjustable. So it does come with a cover. It does come with a cover that can go over top if you want that to put it on. I like how it's exposed. Kind of let me see what's out there. Nice little exposure. So. All right, so now once you're all done with the shower, it's actually pretty simple to roll up. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to remove the 4 stakes at the bottom. Remove the 4 stakes up there. We'll close the 2 arms and then we'll roll the whole thing up. All right, so I'm going to set you off to the side and we'll get going. Once you're back up inside there, we'll grab the strap, pull it down, grab the one underneath, feed it through, and pull. So once you have it rolled up, you'll just zip it right up. And there you have it. There's the install open and how to put it back.